Breaking news overnight, New Orleans police investigate a murder in the Desire neighborhood. Just after 2 a.m., police responded to a call of a shooting in the 3100 block of Edith Weston Place. When officers arrived, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police have not released the victim's identity, but if you have information about this shooting, call the NOPD or leave a tip with Crime Stoppers.